Alright, the next tutorial we're going to work on is texturing the earth. So I'm going to open the scene file. It is called Earth, which I did not put in here. So let me go back to this folder, open the Earth, and I'm going to go to File, Save Scene As. Make sure I save it in my Scenes folder in Classwork, and label it with my name. Alright, panels. You're looking at the Earth render cam, which should be locked. So let's take a look at the camera. It's locked, so no matter what I do, I cannot move the camera. So this is the view that you want to render in. Okay? Alright, so we're going to select the Earth object. I'm going to right click and assign a blend material. And this is going to be called Earth Color, Earth Material. That's good. Alright. Click on the icon here to load a file, and the file that I'm going to load for this is called the Earth Color. Okay, again, if you don't see your material show up, click on this checker ball right over here. Okay, now I'm going to open a Hypershade. On your tutorial, it gives you different ways of loading files to your objects, so I'm going to show you a different way to do it. So here's your Earth material, right click, graph network. So we can see that the Earth is mapped with the color map, and we can see the oceans and planets and so forth. Alright, the next one that you want to work on is adding an elevation map, which is a bump mapping. That allows us to see the landforms a little clearer. Also, on this file note, if you don't like the fuzziness, you can change the filter type to off, and it'll be a tiny bit clearer. Okay, so we're going to go to the bump mapping option, and we're going to load another file, and this is the same. So you're going to hit File 2. This is the same image as the color image, except that it is in black and white. It's called Earth Elevation. So when you click Open, immediately you can see that there's a change in the landforms. Alright, if the bumpiness is too much, you can go to the 2D node and reduce it. So let's say if I do a 0.5, alright, it's less bumpy, so I think that looks good. And again, you want to turn off the quadratic so it's clearer, and at this point we can render a quick frame. I believe on the tutorial it asks you to render at 320. You don't have to change that. That was an older version. You can keep your options to 720 HD or the 540 HD, which is just fine. Okay. Alright, next we need to add a specular map to the Earth to highlight some of the landforms in there. You can obviously add it in here by going to the specular color and clicking on this icon, but here's the way that the tutorial shows you. So I'm going to go ahead and graph network real quick. Right. And the tutorial shows you how to add a file directly here and then link it to the Earth material. So we're going to do that. All right. So you're going to click on 2D textures, click on File, and we are going to choose the file name Earth Specular JPEG right there. Okay. Click Open. And if I click on this, you should be able to see this picture, but again, like I said, my computer is having some issues today, so you're not going to be able to. But to link this to the Earth, hold down your middle mouse button, click and drag and release on the Earth material, and you are going to choose specular color. Okay, so it's the same thing. Alright, so you double click on this shader, you can see that now in the specular color there is a image map that's attached to it. Alright, I'm going to render a frame right now to take a look. And you can see that certain parts of the Earth is now a little more highlighted than before. Okay, what you can do is to save an image by clicking on this icon. So as you render, you can compare different images, but you need to keep your Hypershade window open in order to do that. Right now I'm going to go ahead and close it because my computer is having some issues. All right. Finally, we're going to add a background to this picture. I'm going to go to View, select the camera that is currently being used, which is the EarthCam. All right, we're going to scroll down here and find the Environment tab. Drop it down. You're going to see Image Plane. Hit Create. And it's going to ask you to load an image right there. The image you're going to load is called Starfield. Click Open. And remember to scroll down a little bit. Under Fit, you want to have it fill your resolution gauge so it's completely full. Go ahead and render a frame. And there you have it. Okay. The tutorial goes on further to have you add a point light and some lens flare. So we're going to go ahead and quickly do that. I'm going to go to Create, Lights, Point Light. And we're going to hit the Move tool. Can't see it. Press 4. That's the point light right there. Okay. So we're going to move the point light over here. If you can't find it, you can open the outliner and look for the point light. Okay. Also, this scene has lights added to it, so we're going to have to go to the render options and turn off default lighting. But here's your point light. And to see the light in your scene, click on this yellow ball right over there. You can see that the point light is right here. All right. Now, if you render it right now, you're not going to see the light per se. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's going to look like it's brighter. In order to see the light effect, we have to go to the light settings. So let me show you where it is. I'm going to put the point light right over here. And with the point light selected, here are your light settings. You're going to drop down the light effects. Okay. And you're going to go to light glow. Click on lens flare. And let's take a look what we have. There you go. All right. You can go ahead and adjust the lens flare if you like. So I'm going to keep this open. And we're going to take a look at the lens flare options right over here. Okay, this is where IPR rendering is so important. So I'm going to grab this region right over here. All right. And I'm going to change the flare color to a yellow, like so. And when I hit render, it's going to change it right there. Okay. You can also reduce or increase the flare intensity. That means how bright it is. This is changing the way the flare looks, the spread. So you guys can play with some of these settings. Halo type right now is set to none. Star points is set to 4, so there's 4 star points. Let's say I reduce it to 2. Render again, and you can see that now there's only 2 points. So this is very helpful in giving you a live update of what's going on without rendering the whole thing again. I like the 4 points better. Oops, not that one, 4 points. Okay. Under glow type, there's different types of glow that you can choose. So if I choose a lens flare glow, it's going to look like this. All right. So play with the setting to get something you like, or you can follow what the tutorial has. I don't have it printed, so I don't remember what exactly it has set up for it, but this is how you can see a point light in your scene. All right, when you're done, go ahead and go to Save Image, and make sure you change it to a JPEG. Name it with your name and submit it for your grade. Okay, thank you.